Why was it important that you sponsor that you pay for the subscription?
Just because, just talking about my experiences, didn't really have that background as far as like after school. I didn't really have after school programs where I could further my learning, and it kind of took a toll on me going later in my career. Basically, I was kind of getting by, and then when I realized I could go to college, I didn't really know those tools. I didn't embed those tools that I needed to actually get those SAT scores. And so the main thing I wanted to do is start a kid younger. They don't necessarily have to start when they're in 10th grade and 11th grade. It should be easier once you get closer to graduating. So we want to just start and plant the seed younger and just make sure that they know they have help.
How do you guys choose the location of Harlem to do this event?
We basically just pinpoint locations that we think that needs the most help, and this is not the only location that we're going to do. We're actually going to do a couple more, but this is definitely a start. We just do a little research to see, as far as like what areas need more attention, and that's what we did.
How important is it for you to give back to the community in this way?
It feels good, and the main thing, reason why I wanted to do it here is because, I give so much back to my community back in South Carolina, but it's not only about where you grew up at, it's about, growing up everywhere. Obviously, I wasn't the only one that was in poverty growing up, and, coming here, obviously New York has a lot of poverty, and this is a great area to start in, because if you start somewhere big, it can impact those smaller communities like me in Little South Carolina.
So what do you say to the little boys who think reading doesn't help because they see you and you're playing in the NFL?
Just let them know that I didn't get here just by my physical ability, by what I do on the field. It's definitely 70-80% of what you do off the field, and I should just let them know that even though that I'm not physically in school, those tools that I need, to read my plays, to read my check stubs, everything like that, you need those skills, at this level, and you're gonna need those skills all through life.
Can you give a story of the moment you encountered Barbershop Books and you knew this was the cause that you wanted to get behind?
I was Sports Trust, and the main thing was I just kind of briefly talked to him once I signed with New York, and I let them know that my pinpoint focus was helping young kids and making sure they have the tools to grow up in life. And I told them, just pinpoint a location to where I think that they need the most help, because basically if they see my face, they see a face with a body, and let them know that Jarvis Jenkins from the Jets, saying the Jets, it speaks volumes. And basically I just told them to just pinpoint a location, a couple of locations, we're going to do it, and we're going to get things done, and that's what they did.
And talk about a little bit of the importance you think literacy plays in the black community in particular.
It plays a lot, because obviously, it's a lot of situations that go on that young kids don't know how to handle, as far as like violence, like being in gangs, stealing, all kind of crime. And I feel like if you actually take that time to actually read a book, take that time to listen to what people are trying to say, to trying to guide you to where they are, it actually starts, with yourself. If you know the rights and wrongs to do, it's a lot of books that teach us right from wrong, and that's the main thing we're gonna do, just get them to read that and understand that.
And what was your favorite book growing up?
I told them it was Dr. Seuss' Cat in the Hat, but this is a little bit harder book, so they're definitely gonna get it done though.
Would you ever consider, you went to Clemson, playing in the NFL, a few teams now, would you ever consider writing a book?
That wouldn't have thought at this point, but like I said, whoever knows, it might change, as far as like get towards my career's ending, but I never thought about it.
I mean, I'm sure you have a lot to talk about.
I got a lot to talk about.
Childhood, high school, Clemson University, which is a great university, and now in the NFL with the Bears and the Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, you sure have a lot you can tell the kids, something you should consider in the future.
I most definitely should, because like I said, I've been through a lot of adversity, being drafted in Washington, going through Chicago. I've been a lot of places, and I've seen a lot of things, and I've actually did a couple of events in Chicago, just like this, as far as youth and trying to guide youth. So I definitely have a lot to talk about.
Excellent. Thank you.